What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. Earlier this year, it seemed to me Nintendo had lost their way. The Wii U was struggling to get traction while the PS4 and Xbox One were flexing their muscle, selling millions of consoles and releasing incredible looking games. Nintendo seemed to be on the ropes. Rumors were swirling about a replacement for the Wii U and that they may start developing Nintendo games for other consoles and mobile platforms. On the Beastly Thoughts show, we often discuss the many ways in which we felt Nintendo was missing one opportunity after another. And for good reason. Nintendo just couldn't do anything right. After a somewhat exciting launch in November 2012, the sales of the Wii U flatlined for a year. With very few games developed specifically for the system and its gamepad, gamers just didn't seem interested. They had a nice bump for the holidays in 2013, but again, sales started lagging while the PS4 and Xbox One promised next-gen graphics and bigger worlds to explore. To me, it was reminiscent of the launch of the PlayStation 3. When Sony launched the PlayStation 3, they did so at a ridiculously high price, claiming the PS3 was an aspirational product, and that the cell processor was the next revolution in processor design. The launch lineup was slim and the software catalog stayed slim for a very long time. Gamers saw this. Sony had not fooled anybody. We saw that the PS3 was incredibly expensive and had no games, and we reacted by flocking to the Xbox 360 in droves. Microsoft offered the amazing Xbox Live experience, gamer score, and with 1 year head start, they had more games in development and releasing. Developers reacted as well. They started to develop games for the 360 and port them to the PS3, resulting in demonstrably worse games on a more powerful and expensive system. Sony became a joke, but they turned it around. Over the years, Sony improved their online services by introducing trophies and PlayStation Plus. They shipped amazing exclusives like Uncharted and The Last of Us. And perhaps most importantly, they continued to drop the price. Sony turned around their poor launch and actually surpassed the Xbox 360 in worldwide sales. The PS3 shows us that a console can make a comeback, even if it starts off as a joke to gamers. So, how does all this relate to Nintendo and the Wii U? Well, two things of interest happened over the last few weeks that may show a glimmer of hope for the Nintendo faithful. The first one is E3. Nintendo got many gamers very excited this year by showing off titles that speak to gamers. Super Smash Bros. Inclusion of Mii's and the release of an adapter to allow players to use a GameCube controller to play made the Smash Bros. Fans very happy. A new, more expansive Zelda got just about everybody's attention. They even managed to show off a use for the long-neglected gamepad. Mario Maker uses the touchscreen to allow players to create their own Super Mario levels. This, along with the announcement of Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, may indicate that developers are actually beginning to see the potential of the Wii U's gamepad. The second point of interest is a large increase in sales of the console due to the release of Mario Kart 8. This is big news for Nintendo because it shows off that there is still interest in Nintendo's core franchises. If they can continue to release great games, people will in fact purchase the console to play them. So the evidence shows that people will buy the Wii U when the games they want are released. Nintendo has shown us that games we want are coming, and Sony has shown us that it is possible to turn around a system that had a bad launch. Will all this be enough to turn around the Wii U's lackluster performance? I can't answer that. Only time will tell, but Sony was able to do it with the PS3, and I can tell you this gamer hopes that Nintendo can too. Thank you very much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button if you liked the video, subscribe if you'd like to see some more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!